Hey guys, thought I would make a follow-up video. Looks like my 22 long rifle carry video got a lot of attention, a lot of positive comments, a lot of differing opinions. But like I was trying to explain with that video, it is why I personally chose it for me and myself. Listen, guys, everyone has a different life, different objective. I know most of you guys obviously want to stay alive and protect yourself and your loved ones, but a lot of differing opinions saying 22 a long rifle is not going to be able to do it. Listen, this cartridge in the right place will pretty much, it's going to stop a threat. Now, as far as the argument against multiple attackers, listen, having the biggest gun is not the only way to think about self-defense. Other things are situational awareness, decision making. All that stuff comes into play. It's you have to follow a lot of stuff about the law. I'm a 39-year-old dad. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not going to bars. I'm not going out at night unless I absolutely have to. This, along with the hammery forged grips, I can just throw on into my waistband, into my pocket, if I need to go somewhere quick. Now, the greatest advantage I think I have is because it is so easy to carry. I have no excuse not to have this with me anywhere I can possibly go. That's just the thing. I just want to make sure I have this on me. Doesn't matter if I don't need it, just like if I carry a knife, a palm pepper spray, a first aid kit, I probably will not use it. But in the case I do need it, I have it. Just like a seatbelt. We all find it aggravating, but we put it on anyway. I know those are not exactly the same, but it's the kind of the same thinking. Is we'd rather have it and not need it. But the great thing about this is very pocketable, very lightweight. I think this is 14 ounces, fully loaded with 8 rounds of 22 long rifle. The great thing about the LCR is they have them in pretty much any caliber. Ruger makes some excellent hammerless snub-nosed revolvers. Now, I don't know if I got to go back to my video. I didn't say the actual equipment is cheap. I said it's my intention was to say it was a lot cheaper to train with 22 long rifle versus 9mm. For example, this carry ammunition right here for my 9mm was over $1, I think, or close to $1 a round. This carry ammunition is 17 cents a round, roughly, give or take, depending on pricing of the boxes if you get it in bulk. That's cheaper than per round cost than a quarter a round, which is my full metal jacket cost if I were to buy bulk 9mm for range purposes. But as far as modifications, the only thing I did was on this one, I added a little bit of more visible tape to the white front sight there. They do make other front sights with this, but they don't play a lot well with the 22 and 9mm. They're a little bit higher, so your point of impact, point of aim will be different when you use it on this. I did try the XS big dot sights. I can make it work. Obviously, this isn't a long range gun, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day because it's more of a close range. Pull it out, have it on you, and just pop off 8 rounds if you need to or whatever. But like I said, it's just not about being able to fire well, but being prepared and making good decisions about where you go. That way, you're aware of what you're getting into. And like I said, it's almost 8 o'clock here right now. I'm not going anywhere. I'm done for the night unless it's for some emergency. So, like I said, I was explaining the decisions and the reasons why I chose this gun as one of my carries. It is not my only carry. I also have a micro compact. This is my main carry. So I'm not saying this should be the only one. It would make a viable one if it fits your lifestyle and your role. But it's always nice to have a semi-auto. There are a lot of benefits and advantages to having a semi-automatic. This one, I'm a small dude. It's slim. It's reliable. A lot of parts are easy to get to. Easy to maintain yourself because Glocks, you call yourself a Glock armorer. Anyone can be that, honestly, unless you're doing like actual internal modifications. But pretty much any of the work you need done other than like machine work, you can do it yourself. So this is my main one. but sometimes I don't want to throw on a holster because I'm not going to carry the semi-automatic without a holster on me. But this one I can just throw on. And if I do want a holster, I use this. I'll go over some of the stuff I carry with my 22 LCR. This is my Filster City Special on a Filster Enigma carry setup. Basically, I just wrap this around me. This hard plate right here keeps the holster in place just like it would be on a belt, but I don't need a belt. I could put this underneath drawstring shorts, pants, joggers, what have you. And then this leg leash, which some people like it, some people don't. It'll keep it in place. That way when you draw, the whole system stays in place itself. I also have one of these for my Glock, but it's a little bit bigger. I have a little bit more stuff, like I have a sport belt on it. I have a mag carrier on that one. And I also have a tourniquet in the back pocket of this. But EDC goes a long way. I definitely recommend a quality holster. I cannot, I know they have cheap stuff on Amazon and stuff, but honestly, I feel like, if you're gonna, I didn't mean to be cheaping out on the equipment. Buy quality equipment. You want stuff that you can depend your life, stake your life on. But it is cheap to run it, is what I meant on my previous video. But quality holster, quality ammunition. Now obviously when I'm training, I did first start off with these bulk packs Federal. I've had maybe 2 or 3 duds out of these 2 boxes so far. They're about a third full right now. But this is extremely cheap to buy, a lot less than 9mm full metal jacket. Disadvantages, it will really foul up your barrel. It will foul up your star. And if you have if you don't clean it after some shootings, like especially around here, around your forcing cone, and the cartridge cylinder and the barrel, I have actually seen this thing keyhole some 22 long rifle training ammo. So definitely learn how to clean and take care of your equipment. But other than that, I have the hand reforged grips. I have some goon tape just to kind of give it some texture. Plus, if my hands get wet, these work pretty well in that kind of condition. But definitely well-made handle. I made a video about me installing it. I still have it on me. I might make a follow-up video on that. Otherwise, right now, this is my carry ammo for my LCR, is the Federal Punch. Every video I've seen of them testing it, obviously I'm not testing it on people. I'm watching videos and seeing feedback from actual subject matter experts. Very consistent penetration. Obviously, this is not going to expand like a hollow point. It's a flat nose, light for caliber, but what I want is shot placement. So I want to make sure my rounds go where I'm aiming, and I want consistent penetration, and this has met all the federal FBI standards as far as I can tell. Now there's a new one from CCI called the Uppercut, which I've heard the name, but I have not seen tests on, but I'll be interested. I'll be interested in how that performs. Like I said, with such a small caliber, I'm more interested in penetration and consistency of aim to see where it's going. But otherwise, I definitely recommend some good companies like Filster, Dark Star, Henry Holsters, Tenacore, Tier 1, T-Rex. There's so many good ones. Please don't cheap out on equipment. And ammo, if you want to train, make sure it fires. Otherwise, like I said in my previous video, I'm not saying the equipment itself is cheap. Please don't buy cheap equipment and expect, and stake your life on that. What I meant is running this is a lot cheaper than running my 9mm, and that works for me because buying a case of 9mm, 1,000 rounds of it's $250 plus range time, versus this I can buy this for 17 cents a round, which is a lot cheaper than 9mm. If I want to I could train and carry with this and still end up being cheaper than 9mm. I could train with this. I won't carry it unless I have no other option, but it's even more less expensive than the other options. But I just thought I'd make a follow-up video, and the stuff I've done with it, like I said, all I've added is the hand reforged grips. Ryan over there is amazing. Some goon tape on there because I like the texture it gives. It's a little bit softer, although the texture that the hand reforged already has is excellent. But the advantage with this grip, it's got a big swell on the back, so it fills the hand more. You get a lot more control when you're shooting it. I've only taped that, and that's really it. I have no other modifications to this guy. It is a heavy trigger, but what the heavy trigger does, the heavy pull, is it allows for reliable ignition of the rimfire cartridges. I have not had in over 500 rounds of this, because I've already shot a whole box of this, which is 500 rounds through this, and not a single one failed for me. I have had 2 or 3 of the federal bulk packs do it. So buy accordingly, plan accordingly, train even if you can't live fire, dry fire, dry fire, dry fire, and get help, guys. I've had so much help from actual reputable instructors, and they are more than happy to give you your time. If they're not, don't worry about it, but there are some amazing instructors out there that have given me their time. I'll talk to them on Messenger, Facebook, IG, and they'll be more than happy to help you. I actually need to make a video just giving thanks to some of those guys that have helped me down the road for my training. But like I said, get good equipment, get good at the equipment, make good decisions, plan for your life. You know, you can watch videos of other YouTubers, gun tubers, shooters, trainers, but the best thing you can do is take that information and, you know, integrate it in your life. Not everyone's situation is the same. That's why I think this is a good carry option for me on occasion. And the main thing is it gives me no excuse not to have a gun on me every day. I mean, you've seen the news lately. Otherwise, you guys stay safe. I hope your family stays safe. I hope you're healthy. Merry Christmas, and you guys have a Happy New Year.